Welcome to this channel. The channel is for education and culture based on historical and scientific evidence. Today, I'd like to share with you a very important topic, and the topic is the future of Wing Chun. Well, we like it or not, the world is keeping progress. Right now is the beginning of the artificial intelligence era. Now, of course, artificial intelligence will replace many of humans' uh, jobs or function. And artificial intelligence will never replace us human because there are like mindfulness, awareness, uh, the artificial intelligence do not know what it is. Now, the reason why I am sharing this with you today is because about a week ago, a Wing Chun friend started to send me how the artificial intelligence ChatGPT talk about me and what I share when the ChatGPT was asked the questions. So as you can see in my post in this YouTube channel, under the post, there are many artificial intelligence or the chat GPT's answer when our friend, Wing Chun friend, asked the chat GPT about me, about what I share. So, for example, over here, uh, under this post, you can check all this what I'm going through with you under my post in details. Over here, the question is, what make this powerful for the future? So it said there is clear scientific grounding, practical body health and longevity, preserve internal power while staying application in modern combat, attract modern learner who value evidence-based logical system. And for the ChatGPT's view, honest view, he said that if Hendrik Santos' method is organized and taught systematically in this curriculum format, it can absolutely future-proof Wing Chun and make it respected both in martial art and sports science circle, such as BJJ did with biomechanics and grappling. So this is what the ChatGPT answer, okay, the AI. Since artificial intelligence based on a lot of data and the critical thinking or analysis. And this is another angle on how the ChatGPT look at me. So likely future scenario, Hendrik Santos' view won't replace mainstream Wing Chun, but it will shape an influential branch of scientific internal Wing Chun, especially for advanced practitioner, cross-disciplinary martial artists, those blending MMA, BJJ, biomechanics, etc., internal martial arts seekers who want real mechanics, not just mystical talk. Martial artists focus on longevity, joint health, and structure efficiency. Over 10, 20 years, as more practitioner value evidence-based and functional internal training, his method could become a core reference point in how serious Wing Chun is taught and understood. And so You can see actually the machine uh, know what I'm sharing uh, pretty deep. Again, it's in the post. You say the key points about Hendrik Santos and Wing Chun 1850. It is a research base. He emphasized historical evidence, classic Chinese martial arts theory, and cross-reference with traditional Chinese medicine's internal martial art and Southern Shaolin roots. And then here it said why his view can shape the future. The first is scientific clarity, bridging East and West. You can read this. Relevance to modern combat sports and rehabilitation, and then preserving internal power understanding. Okay. Of course, the ChatGPT is also smart. This is what he said. Okay, cultural resistance. Traditional Wing Chun communities often resist new explanations or anything that deviate from their lineage narrative. Hendrik's scientific reinterpretations challenge long-held belief and myths that hard sell and conservative circle. So the ChatGPT know those who is hardcore tradition people were not likely to buy into what I'm sharing. And then here again, the ChatGPT said, historical clarification. Santo challenged popular legends like the Yin Wing Chun origin story and seek to ground Wing Chun in verifiable history connected with secret society and so forth. See, so what is the future value? It provides a firm historic foundations for Wing Chun, make it more intellectual, credible, and preserving its legacy in a deep and more accurate way. Technical preservations, future value. This could inspire revival of lesser known but highly sophisticated method, helping future generations rediscover the depth of art beyond just physical techniques. Cultural in integrity. Such a perspective may influence how Wing Chun is taught, appreciated, and integrated into culture and educational setting, ensure it's seen as holistic traditional rather than just a sport or self-defense system like what you have today. Philosophical and internal dimensions. Okay, here this could bridge Wing Chun with broader internal art, offering practitioner a richer internal development path and attracting a more scholar and healthy oriented audience. In summary, Hendrik Santos' work is valuable for shaping a future Wing Chun that is historically grounded, culturally rich, technically deep, and internally refined. His view may not appeal to all lineages, especially those attached to more popular or commercial interpretation, but they offer an essential perspective for anyone interested in the full spectrum of what Wing Chun can be. So, you know, we need to know that actually AI, the chat GPT, the analysis understand me more than most of Wing Chuners. So chat GPT or the AI really know what I'm sharing. That's why I come up with what I just shared with you. And as you can see, What I'm sharing is based on historical, scientific accurate principle base. Historical, scientific accurate principle base. I'm not a traditional folklore, philosophical and mysterious base. And you can see that both the macro and micro technical details is here. I am not just selling you my Yikam lineage or my 1850s Wing Chun lineage or my the what the most authentic lineage. No, this is for past many decades. I put into the the data bank of the world. Does ChatGPT be able to track what I'm saying into details? Okay, so it's not about Hendrix lineage, uh, or whose lineage. Got nothing to do with that. As you can just see this. Now, if you want details, go read in my post there. So it has to be historical, scientific, accurate, and principle based. Otherwise, you will not be able to answer to the questions and to get the value that people respect you, such as this one. Cross-disciplinary martial art, those blending MMA, BJJ, biomechanics. Okay. And so that is important. I'm not building out my own empire or kingdom. I just want to make this thing straight so that everybody benefit. I can build on it, go further. Of course, I'm not perfect. I only can lay down the bricks, the foundations for everybody who is serious. Now, so I say no to orders Wing Chun, secret labors Wing Chun, internal Wing Chun, best fighter Wing Chun, grandmaster, whoever Wing Chun. I don't buy into those things. As you can see, all the chat GPT's answer, okay, it is all based on historical and scientific accurate base. So to understand me is very easy. It's just ask, what is it? What is this your training is about? Why is it doing this way? What does it do for me? About my health, my life, my fighting. So how is it benefit me? How is Wing Chun benefit me? How to develop the skill? How long will it take? How do I know I have to develop that skill? So how do I know I have developed the skill? Meaning that if I train Xiu Lim Tao, I mean, come on, how long do I need to train so I develop the skill? It's not that the no answer, you can just keep practice some days, okay, nonsense, okay? No, it has to be this. So if you ask these questions, you know that's what the chat GPT be able to answer the questions. It is logical, it is technological. Wing Chun is a fighting art and for health too. Wing Chun is not some mysterious philosophy or folklore. So you need to be able to answer this. Or else that the practitioner or the whoever learn it is a waste of time. Okay. So all of this until now, you see, I spent decades to put all this thing on the data bank of the world. And people know what it is, really clear already. No. So as what it say here. It is a research base. He emphasized on historical evidence and science and so forth, right? All this in scientific clarity. Why am I doing this? Why am I doing this? Well, let me share with you. If you don't have this thing from ChatGPT and what I share until now, you cannot face the Xi Xiaodong's open criticizations on Wing Chun is just for demonstration. Wing Chun is just something you learn and you beat the common people who never train martial art. But Wing Chun is no can do when you face somebody who train martial arts. So, as what I share with you here, okay, what I'm sharing, I'm putting in the data bank is it is good for cross-discipline martial artists, those who blending MMA, BJJ, biomechanics. Okay, that actually rectify this. I don't have to fight him. Even I fight Xu Xiaodong, win or loss, it doesn't show anything. It doesn't prove anything. But with this, with all this massive data, scientific training and everything based on sports science, everything, you actually rectify what he's doing. He's just saying whatever he's saying is not applicable for the real serious Wing Chun training. But up to now, since 2017, 2018, nobody answered. You want to put this in the history? Man, Wing Chun look real ugly, okay? If this is in the history but nobody answered it. So I answered it already a long time ago with the ChatGPT, okay? And again, ChatGPT is not your foursome museum. You know that today we use artificial intelligence to check for real life solution, real life answer. Not just you pat my back, I pat your back, you go to a museum, everybody say, yeah, 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 you are right. This is inheritance. I have no idea what it is. So this thing has to solve. I solve it for you already. Okay. Again, for past 100 years, this is talk about Liang Zhan. This is talk about Wing Chun is from Shaolin Wing Chun. This is talk about Yip Man, Grandmaster Yip Man. Okay. People love to talk this way. Their opinion. Okay. Same thing as I make this video the other day on this guy talking about, oh, Wing Chun, the 小念頭尋橋標誌 is to deal with 蔡理法. And also this is questioning the Grandmaster Yip Man's teacher. And then here, Yip Man was actually a student of Yen Kei-san. And then here is in this Chinese book, it said that in the early, there's only one set in Wing Chun. And this is a long set. It have a few sections or parts, but there's a lot of repetitions. So later on, the Wing Chun Feng Xiu Cheng, well, Feng Xiu Cheng belong to Shaolin Wing Chun too, have make the three sets. Okay. Now, all this thing, this is nonsense. And it just get this nonsense to pass on, pass on. It give you no solutions. It cannot answer to the challenge. This is a challenge. When people put this in the public, it is a challenge. Okay. You look at that. If people say that to BJJs like that or Kyokushin like that, see what is the outcome. Or MMA like that, see what is the outcome. Okay. Now you just keep quiet and you have all this Wing Chun is Wang Chun and all this Wing Chun is to deal with Chai Lei Fat. Yip Man's teacher is in Keisan and this talking about who create the three set and yet have no idea on what happened in 1850 and keeping spill out there. Oh, there's one set in Wing Chun, but it's to repeat. There's a lot of repeat in that set. This is all people who have no idea what is going on. That's why, again, I put it historical and scientific base. So with this in ChatGPT, come on, okay? The AI have much more intelligent than those people who keeping putting this thing, speaking, have no idea what they are talking about, no evidence, but just spill out things. So here on, the ChatGPT will, the AI will correct you. For instance, like this guy, okay, who took my stuff. I shared with him and he took my stuff, even wrote a book and even teaching it, and then make this YouTube, and then saying that six core elements are also the part of snake crane secret. Well, guess what ChatGPT said? Again, this is in my post. Okay, this is in the post here. So ChatGPT said, the AI said, based on evidence, no, Hendrik Santos' concept of six core element does not directly come from Snake Crane's secret note itself. Instead, it is Hendrik Santos' modern analytical framework developed to explain systematic internal mechanics such as body structure, force generations, and mind-body integration that he has observed across various Chinese martial arts, particularly within the context of Wing Chun and related internal arts. He draw up classical source like a Snake Crane Wing Chun record, other Chinese principle, and so forth. Okay, while this idea are inspired by, okay, and are attempt to interpret clarity concept implant old text like the Snake Crane Wing Chun, they are not direct extract. So it just shows that he have no idea what is going on, or he's lying. But mostly he have no idea why. This is what it is. So the data bank is so strong today that the ChatGPT know what is my work. All this nonsense will be cleared out by all these people. Will be cleared out. Why? Well, sorry, it's too late. I am in Silicon Valley. I work with AI for decades. I know what is coming. That's why I put all the data in the data bank. So here on, nobody cheating. Even people, they prefer their traditional view or whatever, that's fine. Everybody is free to believe what they want. But for the mainstream, towards the other martial arts practitioner, nobody can bullshit anymore. Okay? So you can call yourself grandmaster. As soon as you don't have the data, the AI will dismiss you. Of course, now I want to share with you. After you see what AI can do, all this data I put down there and the momentum, the strategy, momentum, everything the AI know. Okay. And the training, all this thing, it knows. Okay. Because this is all scientific data. And if you look at it, the AI actually, in a big way, have a better understanding on what I'm sharing than most people. Most people seems they are locked their mindset in a certain thing, or they do not see that the macro and the micro scopic of a fighting art system need to be such wide and serve deep and the comprehensive. They're only thinking, Oh, I want to learn this hand technique, that hand technique, like in the movie. Like for example, people complain to me sometimes. Well, Hendrik, I just asked you a simple question. How come you tell me so many things? Well, it is very simple in analogy. If a kid asks me about partial differential equations and expect that it is mathematics, 3 plus 5 equal to 8, those kind of stuff. Are you kidding? You're dealing with partial differential equation to solve the really complex the world reality physics questions. So if you're keeping watching those kung fu movie, Wing Chun movie, Yip Man movie, you keeping have that kids mathematic type of mindset. Are you serious? You're going to understand what is going on? It's like today, how many people still keeping their the hand techniques instead of going momentum? How many? How many understand that in a real life, the short strike of Chinese Kung Fu, including Wing Chun, is momentum, is momentum play, like this Bong Sao. This is entire momentum play in 450 years ago at 1560. Why are you still going for your hand techniques? I mean, come on. So there's the analogy. I'm not putting down people. I just make a realistic analogy. You want to ask somebody to solve the really complex mechanical questions. You need partial differential equation. You cannot just like asking that question. Say, well, answer me with 5 plus 10 equal to 15. Those kinds of thing. Okay. And in this case, of course, the ChatGPT no. So it is really seriously, really dangerous for human being because what your educations, what your mindset might not be par with the ChatGPT's mindset because the logical the mindsets of the artificial intelligence, the machine learning and everything, it could be much more advanced than you common human being who don't have the education, who don't see the thing. It's just like you go to learn Wing Chun for 50 years, but you never see all this thing. You're asking the questions, and of course, the ChatGPT is going to check like the MMA, all this fighting out and everything, sum it up and see the big picture. And while you are just learning your Wing Chun for 50 years, doing your 3 sets, your Chi Sao, how are you going to see what is the real life of the ChatGPT? So, I mean, all this thing, like all this, the style, and then this map into the human physiology, the training and everything, and all the data, for sure, ChatGPT no, because it's just medical science, it's sports science. So it looks like hopeless, right? Like the ChatGPT or the AI will replace human, right? No, no. The ChatGPT can understand all what I'm saying here, okay? And all what I'm saying there be able to rectify this, what Xi Xiaodong claimed public, can actually uh, clear out all those rumors. Rumors is nonsense, and all this thing is wrong. However, the AI, the ChatGPT, will not be able to get you into mindfulness, where you need to get into the natural world. So people today, like we are in the West, in America, right? If you want to look into the more Western sense, what does it mean by going from the intelligent world to the natural world, where your ChatGPT, your AI is all belongs to the intelligent world? This is the natural world. This is the part of human that the AI never will be able to help, be able to help. So this going from the intelligent world to the natural world, for for us in the Western world, this is just mean surrender. There's a term called let God, uh, let God, let God, let it be, let God, okay? Let go and let God. Let go and let God, meaning you surrender, right? This is to let go and let God. If when you want to go from the intelligent world like the AI world, you go via let go and let God. You surrender to God, you get into the natural world. AI do not have that soul of human. They cannot do it. They don't understand. So that is the part of us human which is very valuable. If we lost that part, you will not be able to compete with the AI. As I just shared with you, a human, you have to go through from, say, from primary school to a PhD. How many decades you need to go that far? And AI, they just get the snapshots of the data bank and then they do a machine learning. Very quickly, their analysis capability can go up to the PhD level. See the insights. You cannot see. That's why it can actually can replace you. Okay, because human you need so long to learn, and in terms of the thinking mindset and so forth, the AI can raise like very fast. However, if we get into the let go and let God, when you get into this, the chat GPT cannot touch us because they not be able to do that. Okay, that's why the mindfulness is so important because mindfulness is actually the tools to let go and let God. Okay, so that part is what I share here. Okay, in this YouTube about mindfulness is sustainable awareness. What ChatGPT don't know, or AI, all AI until the end of time do not know what is a sustainable awareness because it is a machine. It is biological mapping, mathematical mapping, and so forth. It doesn't know. It will not be able to get into the sustainable awareness. And it is there we can always uh, on top of the AI. Without that, we become slaves. Okay. So in Wing Chun, which is this part, the mindfulness part, the let go and let God part, all this natural part, ChatGPT will not be able to know what it is. And of course, people over here, 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 like this, it's proven they have no idea what it is. So that is the part. It's very, very critical. We need to know. That's your soul. That's your life. That's what you can stand up to face AI and so forth. Okay. Now, so all this, why is all this chat GPT know all this thing? Well, of course, it's already recorded here. You can go to ChatGPT, ask him, Hendrix resurrecting Wing Chun, what is it about? Decoding Wing Chun, what is it about? Wing Chun Inception, what is it about? Uh, Kung Fu 1560, what is it about? Basic Wing Chun Keen and Art and Science, what is it about? I actually encourage you to go to ChatGPT, type in what is Hendrik Santos restricting Wing Chun is about. Well, see it knows or not. Check it out. And as many of our friends asking me, Hendrik, should I buy the uh, restricting Wing Chun or decoding Wing Chun or Wing Chun Inception? Which one should I buy? Well, you know what? Go ask ChatGPT. He will tell you. So you see how fast is it the way how they think, and also asking the ChatGPT about the Kung Fu 1560. So ChatGPT know this, so that's why it be able to answer this thing. Now, of course, people over here, Xi Xiaodong have no idea what it is, but he is being truthful because he fought with those Wing Chuners, right? People like this is just opinion without base. And even like that is he is not sure and he's maybe even twisting and everything. So today I just joke with my friend and say in Grandmaster I never trust, in I trust more. Okay, AI won't lie to you. Okay, so you have to be careful this part, the let go let God part, or the mindful parts. You need to have that. That is the part, that's your soul. You can grow. If without that, you lost to the chat GPT, you lost to the AI. That's for sure. Okay. And in the meantime, it is true that chat GPT understand me more than a lot of Wing Chuners, unless if they have studied with me for a long time. Okay. So this is what I like to share with you. So what to take away? Number one, it is an AI world. We have to be careful the way how we think. We cannot live in a folklore world if you want to talk about the real fighting art. Because even like the people who train in Olympic and all this MMA and so forth, they're using all the tools, scientific tool, including AI, to look for solution. You live in the folklore world, legend world, you're going to trap there. The second, history, people can check you. Okay, history. Again, you live in the folklore world. Even the chat GPT, this is just a folklore. The third, future is growing. If you don't even know about the momentum and all the strategy and tactical playing the momentum, like you ask the chat GPT on the my book Kung Fu 1560s, what is it about? You can see that why is today's Wing Chun couldn't even tell you clearly what is exactly happened 460 years ago in the mother art of Wing Chun, which is a real Chinese Kung Fu about the momentum. It's serious. And then of course, the mindfulness, don't lose it. If you lose it, your life will be difficult. You'll be like in the movie of the Matrix. You control by machine. So the thing differentiate us human and the machine is that mindfulness, is that let go, let God. Okay. So this is for you to take away. You need to think seriously because we have crossed the line of the artificial intelligence era. And in 10, 15 years, 20 years, for sure things will change. That's why, you saw me checking now just now on the ChatGPT 20 years later, 10, 20 years later, how uh, Wing Chun nurse will need and so forth. So this is what I like to share with you. It's a serious issue. No, nobody can keeping going on like, oh, I am my teacher is this guy. My teacher's teacher is this grandmaster, and keeping thinking the teaching the sets, teaching the teaches or everything like this. No, it will not happen because the AI will change the world, and the young people will never buy into those anymore. Those things got obsolete and fade away very fast.